Set up my mic. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to Kayla C1. Thank you for being here this morning. Kayla says, up, 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 SouFlo, manners and respect. Happy New Year to you and the family. More love and light 2021 and beyond. In some places around the world, it is already New Year's Eve because of the time difference. I don't know where. I don't think in the UK, because the UK is only 6 hours ahead. So I don't know where would be saying New Year's already, but we're going to say Happy New Year's this morning because we won't be together when the new year rings in, that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that kind of thing. All right, so we're going to say Happy New Year's from this morning as well. Kayla, thank you so much for being here. Darlene Walter Riley, Arlene K. Unstoppable, Kimberly Wilson, Stacy Dean, Nicole Bazar, good morning. Thank you for being here. JJ, Nature Man, Vicky Victory, Roseanne Brooks, thank you for being here. Listen, shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning, because some people work overnight and them just come off this morning, them kind of life there. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. I can't say it enough. And shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. Man, that takes determination and strength. I have the utmost respect for you. And I don't know anybody who really wants to work 2 jobs. It's only 24 hours in a day. So when you find yourself working 2 full-time jobs and working 16 hours out of every 24 hours, you got to wonder, where do you sleep and where do you get time for family and for yourself? You know? So big up to you. It's about working your way to a better life for yourself, right? All right. So shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my retirees. Shout out to my stay-at-home moms and pops, the entrepreneurs. Shout out to the people who sweep the streets. Shout out to the garbage man. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Man, I can't say that enough. Let me say it again. To every single clean-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Let that sink in for a minute. Shout out to you. Can't say it enough. Some only want good for others, but you don't want so much good for them. You want more good for yourself. Some people support you, but they only support you until you start to do really well. And then they're like, yeah, I'm going to do too good now. I take back some other support here. Or I'm going to start to help to tear him back down. I'm gone too far up now. Right? Shout out to the people who want good for others as much as they want good for themselves. It's one of those kind of mornings this morning. The new year is up on us. We're talking about ringing in 2021. In hindsight, looking back at the year of 2020. We've been through a lot. We got a couple of topics we're going to talk about this morning. Nothing too fancy. I'm going to be more interacting with the audience. I don't know if this thing has frozen or what. Sometimes the comment section freezes, and it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the internet provider and their services. Sometimes they're really good, and sometimes they're really, you know what, cockeyed. So let me know if this is frozen for you and you can't interact, or all right, see there. Michelle Williams just walked in. She said, good morning, SouFlo, Brains, and everyone. Good morning, Michelle. Thank you for being here. So we've had a trying year. It's good, babe. All right, babe, thank you for being here, because I can depend on you to let me know when time the thing not right. All right. That's what a good wifey is too. You can depend on her to let you know when the thing not right. Not true? All right. Who did? Who's that? Minimize Moscow says, me need a number. Me need your number, SouFlo. I'll give out the number at the end. I give somebody a number yesterday, and them just start calling in the middle of the show, even though they were watching the show, and they didn't want to go on the show to say what they were saying. If you're gonna call me during the show, understand, say I want my audience to hear what it is you're saying. Why? Because that's the type of platform that I run over here. I'm not to hide nothing from them. I make them, unless you say, SouFlo, don't tell nobody this. Between me and you, I say, all right, let me hear. And then, yeah. But I'm the kind of person like this. You see the kind of platform I run. So if you're going to share a story with me, I am no expert in the field of what it is that you are, you know what I'm saying? So don't just share a story with me. Share a story with me that I can share with my audience. The beauty behind that is, because I can always hide the ID. The beauty behind that is this. You get multiple angles, view of your issue. You know what I'm saying? So if 10,000 people see it, if you look in the comment section, you'll see hundreds of comments. By the time a video run for about, say, 6 months, when you go back and look, that video is at 10,000, 15, 20, 30. Some video reach all 100 and something thousand. That's a lot of views to your issue. That's the beauty about sharing it. And then you can go through and you can see how other people would handle your situation, don't it? So I don't really hide anything from my audience. I actually want them to be a part of everything. All right. So make sure when y'all call me with something I can share, or y'all call me with some business. Now, what is in my cup this morning? Lemon ginger and manuka honey is what I'm working with this morning. And it's still off the Puka brand, and it's still organic tea. And me still I try keep my immune system intact. Some of you are gonna let your guard down. Some of you are gonna go out without your mask and say, man, forget your man, me gone party. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get drawn out in this celebration of a new year, ringing in the new year, and you want to be in a crowd so bad. I lived in New York for 7 years, and bringing in the New Year's in New York is something special, especially if you go to like 42nd Street, Times Square, when the ball is dropping and this kind of stuff, and there's a ruffle all through the boroughs. I've been in the Bronx, I've been in Brooklyn when it's time for the ball to drop, and everybody, the trains are packed. Everybody is making their way to 42nd Street. We can't do that this year, so we are on lockdown. Or you have the thugs them in Brooklyn, bust them gun off at the rooftop, and that's their fireworks, and it's called call and answer. So a man over on President Street might bust something, so pow! And somebody over upon Lincoln might say, small thing in my deal with, man, pull out a shotgun, boom! And the next man over upon Union Street might say, that sound good. The big sound, that sound good, but hear this. Bah, 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 bah. And everybody is like, yo, somebody I work with some fully automatic something. I don't know, it's just bringing in the New Year's in New York. So big up to my New York people, especially the people in Brooklyn, New York, Dessa, Crown Heights, Flatbush, them thing there. We are predicting that 2021 is going to be way better than 2020. All right. I see Violet Malcolm. Violet Malcolm says 2021 is going to be way worse. SouFlo, you're starting the year off wrong already. You are starting the year off wrong already. If you wake up and tell yourself that 2021 is going to be worse than 2020, then you're starting the year off wrong already. Brent said those tears are so strong. God, if you like strong tea, get them. Oh, the tea. Yeah. Some of them, they are strong. They're really strong, and them really taste good. You might not like all of them, but like the licorice and mint one, Brains love that one there. But she not like some of the others. Anyhow, don't start your year off saying the year is gonna be worse than the year before. Don't do that. That's like looking yourself in the mirror and saying, I'm ugly. I'm useless. I'm worthless. You know, give positive affirmations. Don't start off on the negative. Your year is going to be bad once you say it's bad. I tell you what, 2020 has been a trying year for everybody, right? But there are a lot of us out here who can honestly sit back and say, I was not hurt by 2020. I wasn't. I was not hurt by 2020. So I consider myself not only to be one of the blessed ones, but I put work into that in order to make sure that I am one of the blessed ones, that I am counted, that I am in the flock as they say. You know what I'm saying? I put work into that. So you have to go put some work into that. You have to go put some work into that and just believe and put the work in that it is going to be a better year. I was not affected by 2020. All praises to the Most High. I was not. Matter of fact, I did very well in 2020. I did very, considering the circumstances, I did very well in 2020. And under normal circumstances, I did very well in 2020. So that's to tell you. All right? That's to tell you. And you can too. And I'm sure a lot of us did. And a lot of us have. Sometimes we just skip over. We be skipping over our blessings and just act like say it's not happening. And we always want more and more and more and better and more. And sometimes we just got to chill and really got to observe and see your life, what is unfolding in it, and where you are coming from and where you are now. You know what I say? And then you will be full of gratitude. Sometimes someone will look back from where we're coming from and tears just full up with eye. And it's because of gratitude. It's because of just happy to know that, oh my God, I've gotten to the point in life where I could say I made it. I'm okay. I feel secured. I'm no longer feeling like, all right, I have to worry about this and I have to go fix that and I got to be here at this time because this I go fall apart if I don't show up at this job and then them just fire me from here. So it's calm down. You know how them say sometimes be still? Just be still sometimes. Be still. Observe. Give thanks. All right? And keep a positive mindset. It all starts in the mind. Oh, my subscriber said, one of my subscribers, I don't remember which one of you it was, says wrap the tea. So I teach on something that was taught by one of you. When the tea bag, because every time I make my tea, the tea bag is sliding down in there and getting lost. So you will see me like dipping it like this. Plus it's an old habit. I used to see my grandparents do it. And for some reason, me just do it. The person said to use the tea bag, the string on the tea bag, wrap it around the handle of the teacup. So see it there? Wrap it around the handle of the teacup and the tea bag is right there. How old were you when you found out that that's something that that could be done? All right, I want to drink up that tea before it get too cold. I like it hot enough, go down in my belly and bust up the gas early in the morning and these kind of things. All right. Somebody says my son was born very premature this year. It was hard, but God walked me through. This year was great for me. And even though your son was born prematurely, you still can say that it was a scary thing and it was a trying thing, but God walked you through, right? And you still can say that the year was great for me because although your child was born prematurely, your child is here and probably still healthy now, relatively healthy now, right? This is what I'm talking about. We miss the blessings when we focus on the problems only. That's what me I talk about. See, and so instead of she could be like this, instead of celebrating life and bringing a new life into the world, she is caught up in the baby is born premature. Why we couldn't get baby was born on time and everything just got perfect. That's life. That's life. See, very healthy. Blessings to you and congratulations to you and yours, my dear. Nothing beats bringing a life into this world. And you are charged. Is this your first child? Is this your first child? Yes. Carbro says your mental attitude determines your altitude. I like it. That up on a t-shirt? We have to go put. Wait there. Me not teeth your thing, but I think it's well worth it. Okay? Carbro says your mental attitude determines your altitude. Your mental attitude determines. May I write it down? Determine your altitude. I remember being in the army and an older sergeant. We're buffering and acting slow this morning. I don't know what with this internet. Are you able to see me? Am I breaking up? Your mental attitude determines your altitude. I remember being in the army, man, and a sergeant, older sergeant. I think he was. Okay, you okay? No problem. Seeing you. No, I'm confused. Slow buffering. All right, be upset. It's fine. All right. I remember being in the army, and I remember I was going through a lot of problems as a young soldier, and there was a older sergeant. He was getting ready to retire. I think he was like a master sergeant while I was a private. I had just got in, and I was catching hell in life, with personal issues and all this other thing. And he said, "Go through it. Go through it. Don't run away from it. Go through it. It builds character." And I remember thinking, what the hell is he talking about? It builds character. You see what I'm going through right now? But it builds character. That's the first person that ever said to me, life is 90 to 95% how you deal with things that happen to you. It's 5% what happens to you, and then it's 95% dependent on how you deal with all the things that happen to you that come your way. So it is fitting that Carbro would say your mental, me write it down, see that? Your mental attitude determines your altitude. That is factual. I like that on a t-shirt. Let that be your mind state heading into this new year. All right. Let that be your mind state heading into this new year. It makes you strong. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And when someone's going through hell on earth and you try to tell them this kind of stuff, they don't want to hear it, because I didn't want to hear what he was talking about. I'm going through hell. Can you help me or not? You over here telling me about go through it. I don't want to go through it. He's like, go through it. It builds character. You'll see. Guess what? He was right. He was absolutely right. It builds character. Now I can look back at those things, and I look back now like, boy, you know? So, but I've been through it. I made it. I went through it, and I gained experience, knowledge from what I've been through in the past, and it makes me who I am. It's a part of my build of who I am today. So go through it. Life ain't always going to be perfect, but don't wake up ever, 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 ever get up and say it's going to be a bad day or it's going to be a bad year. What kind of a omen is that you have just casted over your day or over your year? It's going to be worse than 2020. No, don't do that. Don't do that. All right, so moving right along, man. Hear me. I had a conversation yesterday with a brother. I can't believe this is 2020 and men still think like this. I need everybody upon this one. That was high vibrational, Annette Rogers. This might be a bit low vibrational. This next topic might be a bit low vibrational. All right, because anytime we get into the sexual realms and stuff, that's a lower vibrational thing. See? So bear with me. All right. Here what? I had a conversation yesterday, a short conversation yesterday, late in the evening, in the night, with an individual who I wrote down some talking points from his conversation. Cause him says, SouFlo, do something on this, do a show on this, because some of them woman here. And he proceeded to talk about his wife. And he proceeded to talk about, let me see, they've been married for 4 years. They've been together for 6 years. They have kids together. He thinks they're in love and all this other stuff. But the main part of his conversation was this. She wants him to do things, try out new things, do things, try out new things. We rhyming this morning. And he doesn't want to do them because he's not into those kind of things that his wife is into. We're speaking of the bedroom, and I don't want to get too graphic. So just let your mind wander. This is his wife, okay? Married. So me must talk on this now. I am supposed to say, this is what I'm supposed to say. If I was on his side, I'm supposed to say, if your husband is not into or your partner is not into certain things, then leave it alone and all these other stuff. That's what I'm supposed to say. I guess I'm supposed to also be cliche, like, oh, Jamaican man not do them something there. We not do this and them not do that and all this other. It's 2021. For heaven's sakes, it's 2021. Okay? So with keeping this clean, let me just put it like this. Let me just put it like this. You're a man. You're married. This is your wife. Anything y'all do in that bed, your bed is not defiled. Okay? And I know nobody in there but you and her. See? Y'all not taking pictures and videos and posting them to the world, right? Nobody is watching you, right? I just you and wifey in there, don't? See? Big up every time, SouFlo. Big up yourself, Gerald Riley. Thank you for being here. Let me say, somebody just said something. Well, if him not do it, someone else will do it. Make him stand there. You see, that's another thing though. Good women ain't looking for someone else to do it. You have, listen to me, you have some good women out there. When I look back at my grandmother and my grandfather, and I think there are things that I'm sure my grandfather didn't do everything my grandmother wanted to do. I'm sure he probably didn't even fulfill her wildest fantasies, because in a them time there, it wasn't customary or even thought of to be, oh, don't even want to think about that. But that picture there in my head, bunny thought, bunny thought, bunny thought. Don't see my grandmother like that. Don't see my grandfather like that either. Bunny thought, bunny thought. All right. So I'm sure he didn't. And in those times, they weren't even, a woman couldn't be so straightforward. You know what I'm saying? Culturally, a woman couldn't be so straightforward. She couldn't say what she wants. She couldn't instruct him on how to. And that is the reason why a lot of them like were unhappy. And it's probably the reason why a lot of them, let's face it, there's a whole heap of man get jacket in the Caribbean there, especially in Jamaica there. So one thing led to another, and she breed for the side man. I'm not saying my grandmother did that. I'm just saying things happen. When somebody just said something about it, make him tender. If him don't want to do it, somebody else will do it. It's 2021. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. I look at it like this. Okay? You entered into a marriage. Your partner is supposed to be able to tell you everything as far as, I mean, it's up to them to hold back what they want to hold back from you. And I'm sure we all know that the mind wanders. So it's not everything that come to mind good to say to your spouse. Yeah, your mind might wander off into some different something one day, and you're curious for like 2 seconds. I wonder what that. Okay, no, leave it. Don't go mention it to wife. You talk about we got to try this unless you want to, and if you want to, you should be able to. You should be able to. The thing they don't talk about enough is the importance of that level of intimacy and the importance of both parties walking away fully satisfied. You know what I'm saying? What y'all do it for then? If you're not, if your goal is not to have her have enjoyment out of it and some satisfaction from it, why are you doing it then? Just for you? So y'all go just get yours and then just bounce. Yeah, I can see why someone end up in some situations. And good woman out there enduring it. They're enduring it. They're actually going through it, and they're like, I'm my husband, me love him, and I guess me just have to go just do without that. Those are the women that they think with their frontal lobe and not their front, right? They put future ahead. More important things. We're going to build a strong foundation together. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. So what if him don't do everything over there? So I mean, I would love to get it, have it done that way. I would love to. I've had it before. I miss it. I know what it feels like. You know, I thought my husband was going to be able to, but him sticking to the old narrative of, man, not do them thing there. Oh, Jamaican man, I want to do them thing there. Stop. Okay. My advice to you is anything she wants in her bedroom, give her. Anything she, if my wife is happy, I'm happy. Let's put it that way. If my wife is happy, I'm happy. And when you think about being together and you're talking about being together for a life, that ride that can get pretty boring. Okay? Especially if you is a one thing person, the same old all the time. So you tell me say just that you deal with. The same old, and I'm supposed to what? Do this for the rest of my life? Like the same old all the time. Lay down that's all. Yeah, just like that. All right. All right, that's all. And then me do my thing and get up and gone. Or roll over and go sleep. That's come on. You wouldn't do that to yourself. You would not go to your favorite spot and go order the same curry chicken dinner every time for like a whole year, much less for the rest of your life. Not true? You have to spice up the thing. You have to put some variety in the thing. There always has to be some type of mysticism and some. I mean, we never tried that one before. Still, it look kind of. I could try that one time and see how it go. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. It's not like you're out there whoring and you have side chicks who are going to laugh at you and have cameras set up in a them place and go tell them friend how you wheelie, teely, tiny, and you can't do nothing and all that. This is a woman that has chosen to marry you, give you children, live with you for the rest of her life. She know what y'all work with already. You good. You're good. Go on in. Go all the way in. You talk when says married 4 years, together 6 years. That's a long time. There's people on here right now who went through 6 different relationships in the last 6 years. So, and I'm talking about full-blown relationship. Move out and move in, have baby before and left gone, all that. 6 in the last 6 years. You know what I'm saying? That's a long time. That's a long time. Aim to please, bro. Aim to please. And also aim to keep her mind. What word may I look for now? Titillated. She should be thinking, and your wife, she should be thinking, if she's away from you for a minute, she should be thinking like, yo, I can't wait to get back to hubby. Like, like we on deal with something and this and that and them kind of something there. What are you talking about? You know in them thing that and she want me eat. That was exactly the word he used eventually. But it took him forever for him to come out with it. Show me eat them. Let them something there. SouFLo. Boy, I talk about them thing yeah. Some of them women here will tell us that she made a mistake because she should have make sure say that you check that block before she go all the way in for her life. If you are not into and me into, and remember, we talk about compatibility all the time. And them thing I make people marriage mash up. Please don't think nobody is marrying you to give up all the things that they like. And it's a life work. Me like what me like. You have to fit into this picture right here. I'm not going to give up all the things that I like. And I don't want you to give up all the things that you like. Show me the things that you like so we can enjoy them together. And I will show you the things I like so we can enjoy them together. That is what that is. Not sure, I'm I talk foolishness or what? Let me go in that comment section. Can I look like me? Them over here pop up. Carolyn Scott, Carolyn Scott is just dying laughing. All right, Gaza D. So SouFLo. Wait there. Gaza D says SouFLo, leave that alone. Them asked me to talk about it, fam. And I can't believe that in 2020, 2021, that men are still saying that. Come on, man. Get past that. Get past that. You see, when you're not discussing your bedroom antics out in public, then you're not worried about who in a what and who not supposed to do what. Me and my bedroom thing no have nothing to do with nobody. I see people come and make comment on my videos all the time. So SouFLo, yeah, nyam brains. And I'm like, that's so tacky. That's so corny. That's so low for an adult. Yeah, that's so low for an adult. That's my wife. Nothing more need to be said. Just that's my wife. That's it. Yeah. Nothing. Me and you not discuss that. That I don't even think that has any what interest. Like I can't even comment on somebody's like husband or wife, man or woman. When me I go in that and what they do in their bedroom or in their when them do them thing. What I have to do with me? And that's the problem with a lot of you. You're more concerned about outside than you are about inside. Me not concerned about outside. I'm concerned about inside. You see? Nobody don't run my inside. Me and she run inside, and that's it. So we do what we want, do what we want, do what we want, do. That's it. You don't forget into no details, explain nothing to nobody. You don't owe nobody no explanation, especially about something. Yes, thank you. Hazel says people are weird, and they are. They are. Humans are weird, and this internet world has gotten us even weirder because now we can say a bunch of stuff from behind a keyboard, and nobody gets to see who is actually saying it. You remember back in the day, we never have no keyboard, no computer for go and chat rooms, and so we couldn't say things that we weren't held accountable for. Now we can't say all kind of stuff that we're not held accountable. It's weird. And just dig into people's life and demand to know. You want to know how me and Brian's do it? Listen, just know that we're doing it. See, baby, I come, right? Just know that we're doing it. Just know that we're good as far as that goes. When it's not good no more, I'm hoping she'll tell me. And upon my end, if it's not good no more, you best believe I'm going to tell her. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an outspoken person when it comes to stuff like that. Communication is key. Communication is key. I would tell that brother that this. Go talk to your wife. You some if you do the show, so may I do it. Go talk to your wife. Talk to her in detail. Say, babe, I wasn't in my culture. It's something that we were raised to look down upon. So some part in my brain just say, it's not right and I shouldn't do it. And every time I'm tempted to go do it because I really love you and I really want to satisfy me, I give you lines for using them. So use them. I really want to do it, but every time I almost get there, this thing, me hear fire or something like that for that, and it does shock my system and me can't really do it. So I'm gonna need your help. Maybe me need a glass of wine or a half a bottle of wine or a whole bottle of wine. I don't know. Maybe you need some. Maybe you need something to relax you first. I don't know, but you're gonna have to please your wife. Me know that. Somebody said, don't do it on somebody else to do it for you. Depends on what kind of wife you have, though. Heaven help you if she's one of them kind of wife then. Heaven help you if she gets fed up and she said, can't do it no more. And all the talk I talk to him not adjust, he ain't making no changes. I'm tired, we can't do it no more. You're in a problem. You're in a big, big problem. So handle what you can handle at home. All right. I seen a sister said on Instagram yesterday, I saw the video. She says, you know what I want for Christmas? Y'all probably seen it. You know what I want for Christmas? I'm thinking she's going to say she want like a car or she want all my bills paid off, blah, blah, blah. Or she want, nowadays it's Birkin bags and all this stuff. I'm thinking it's some material stuff she's going to say. She said the only thing she want for Christmas. You know what I want for Christmas? I want, hold on. She said, you know what I want for Christmas? I want my back blown out like Ricky from Boys in the Hood. So I don't know if you ever saw Boys in the Hood. Ricky got hit in the back with a shotgun, a sawn-off pump shotgun. So I'm about to segue into another part of this conversation now. See, Ricky got hit with a shotgun. I mean, boom. And when she said that, I just died laughing. She want her back blown out like Ricky from Boys in the Hood. That's all she said. That's all I want for Christmas. I'm thinking to myself, some of you are so misleading. Y'all are so misleading because the same one, where come and talk later about how, and there's thousands of videos on YouTube like this. He didn't have no little finesse to him. The boy just handled me a certain kind of way. We're like, yo, no, sir, never again. He just, just rah, 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 just in there, and I was like, what I was going, like, no enjoyment for me. That's y'all. But you come out and you make statements like this. I just want my back blown out like Ricky from Boys in the Hood. Ricky from Boys in the Hood got shot with a shotgun. So if you tell me, say that's how you want to be handled, don't complain after. Is all I'm saying. Don't complain after. Right? Ladies, you hold the key. You are the master of the class, instructor. Okay? We can instruct too. Well, some of us. We can instruct too, and are not afraid to instruct too. But you have to make we know where you go with the thing. You see me? And then we'll follow. I saw it go in that world there. That's how it goes in that world. See? So, well, in my world. That's how, so, but that's how it should work. That's how it should work. That's how it should work. She want her back blown out like Ricky from Boys in the Hood. She's. What Cardi B said? Like park a Mack truck in a small garage. The garage that mash up. The garage that mash up. All this aggression when them put towards how they want to be handled and all that, y'all need to stop that. Because one time man hungry, so you don't like it. All right? And if the man thinks that this is what you like all the time and hungry like that all the time, you're the same one who's going to come talk about, geez, no little finesse. I mean, no intimacy, you know what I'm saying? Where was the kissing and the, like, he just got right to it. And it was just like, I just feel like a rock doll and then I'm done. And it's okay to instruct. Galaxy, manners and respect. Thank you so much. I appreciate that greatly. Galaxy says a lot want to be treated like plain luggage. That is what I am seeing. That is what I am seeing. Now we're gone from the conversation about the brother. You know them the luggage at airport, right? Them catch a bag, so them check the tag and them fling it. And them catch a bag, them check the tag and them fling it. Sometimes they don't even check the tag. The baggage boy them just fling the bag them. Hey Leroy, hold this Roger, hold this. Is that how you want to be treated? Hey Leroy, hold this Roger, hold this. By the time you reach where you got everything in your bag broke up, mash up. That's why we tape up stuff when we travel, because that's the level of luggage that he's talking about. All right. This is the level of luggage that he's talking about. Galaxy, you're right on point with that. Right on point with that. Some of them want to be treated like luggage. Some want to be road, what all them said? Road wet and hung out to dry. Some want to be treated like one of the horse them over Caymanas Park. A straight jockey in. No little finesse, no nothing. But that's their choice. They're entitled to that. If that's what you're into and that's what you like, then by all means, go right ahead. I'm not saying that it's not. I mean, sometimes it's good and sometimes you can mix it up. I feel like me, I'll give a class right now, but okay. So sometimes you can mix it up. And you know what I mean? I said some of that with some of this, and you know, you slow down your son, then you take your time, that's on, you know, you pause and you admire and you know, flip her that way and you know, like, you know, deal with it certain kind of way, makes you feel like somebody, that kind of thing. I don't know. You're about to lose your marriage though if you're over there saying no to everything that your wife is into. And this is man to man. May I talk wife and a man to man, something there. But this, I'm talking to you, the men that are on here. You need to tune in to wifey, okay? Tune in to wifey. That's all I'm saying. Catch the frequency while going. Get on that wave. Get on that wave, that level that she's on, as far as that's concerned. And find out what it is she like. Geez, man, I would hate to be in a relationship where your partner doesn't care about what you like. And every time it's gonna be what they like. Then what if me not like what you like? So I'm gonna end up doing stuff that I don't like all the time and never doing what I like. That can only last for so long. I'm sorry, but that can only last for so long. Human beings want to be pleased. Human beings, well, even the ones that love pleasing, they also want to be pleased. You know what I'm saying? They want some kind of enjoyment out of that. Don't know why my camera is acting up, going fuzzy, all this stuff, but me there. What brains I say? The dress cloth laugh. Them some men do most work. It's 50-50. If that's the case, hold on there. She said them some men do most work. It's 50-50. If that's the case, your woman is truly boring and lazy. Yes. And in a lot of the cases, me I hear say the man them not to put in no work neither, you know them, and them boring and lazy too. But kill them dead. Them a stula. Kill them dead. Them a tapanaris. Them anglit. I don't want. I don't want to walk away feeling like me anglit and she go away and I laugh after me. Never angle nothing. It's, it's like that big giant skit where where Mitzi was like, the man was like, and this our husband, right? And him said, yo, them go to a party and they were drinking and stuff. You know, couples night out and thing. And him a look at him wife and him say, yo, yeah, I look at ya, talk to me, hear what? So him reach home later. I went, kill you with it. I should she look at him and said, please. Me, I there with you for 5 years now. You ain't kill me with nothing yet. So I show you ain't killing me with nothing tonight. But you said are you trying to kill you with it? It's been years. You ain't never killed me. I'm good. I can handle it. You know, you walk away feeling like you did it and you didn't do it. Make sure you're actually one that actually did do it. You know what I'm saying? You actually did do it. At least bring some level of enjoyment on her part, some level of satisfaction on her part. It's only so long that can last. May I tell you, you would not go to the same restaurant every time that serves you bad or give you bad service. Most of we cut the first time. We don't even have the food when we buy there. We dash for the food. Oh, that brown stew I look so. I don't know no, but I give it a try. And you, Lord, you can't eat this. Dash it away, right? So why you expect that? Why you expect someone to continuously interact with you like this, knowing that it's something that they don't like, knowing that it's something they don't enjoy, like, and knowing that they're not going to get any satisfaction or enjoyment out of it? You're killing your own marriage, man. You're killing your own marriage. Okay. And for those of you who are not married on paper, you're in a relationship. You're killing your own relationship. So let 2021, as we move into the new year, let 2021 be the year where my Caribbean men, well, I don't know about Caribbean men because I've been around the Barbadians, I've been around my Trinidad them not play. I've been around the Trinidad I've been around, you know what I say, other Caribbean islands. Yeah, Grenada, Guyana, Antigua, Barbuda, Trinidad, Tobago, the whole one Caribbean family. I'm around all of you. And the only people I find have some big issue with that is Jamaican men, and they still do. They still do. They still hide and do it. They still say, put my life on the Bible, my hand swear to God. Me never do it. I'm no girl can't say. But look at the culture we're coming from. No girl can sit down for me, hey. And if a girl try that, she dead. Me have to run this something red, red, red. That's the kind of music that we make, yeah. May I try to think of all the song them. It's reinforced through music. It's reinforced through everyday talk. Right now, if you say, "Boy, I want something to eat," you know, you hear the and you talking about food because you're hungry. You hear a man say, "Why? Fire for that eat something there. We consume food." Yeah. There's not people who say eat. I said, I want to play the food to eat. So that's how it's like embedded. So 2021 and beyond. Some of you're gonna end up sharing, not knowing that you're sharing because you have a type of woman like that. Some of the women them they're gonna hold out, but she's not going to be happy or satisfied in any way. So moving into 2021, come now, walk with me, hold hands. Let's walk together forward as brothers. Step into 2021 because we're bringing in a new year. All right. This new year, we want to be a better us. And I want you to be a better you, not only for yourself, but for your spouse, your partner as well. Okay, so let's step into 2021 now. And let's make sure that you're one of those who reciprocate. You're one of those who you're willing to explore. You're one of those who you're ready to please. Okay? That's where your mind frame should be at. Everything after that, Your bedroom business don't belong in a street. So leave it in the bedroom. It's between you and now. Somehow the nasty. Somehow the nasty because you know do them something here with people want to just meet and you know you're doing stuff that people been married for years find hard to do with who they're married with. And you're doing it with somebody you just met at a dance, a club, a party last night, or somebody you just take off of Instagram, or somebody you just who was slid into your DM, and now you do them kind of something. And now you're coming like Kirby. Yeah, this is no, this is these are not things I'm not encouraging in any way because AIDS still out there. You have other diseases that are not curable, non-curable, that are still out there, or you have those diseases that will maim you. Whenever I look on some picture and see some of them something here, like me say one something with one big hole, a hole you know, a big sore hole in it. No way! I can't imagine. She's so fine and she's so curvy and she's so beautiful and she's everything that you're into. And she fling it on you and you're running there and you never do no protection or nothing. And now you got a big sore, a hole that's like halfway through your job. Some things out there. So this kind of conversation, me not talk about stuff that you're supposed to go do with no stranger. I'm talking about spicing up your love life, as in those of us who are in a committed relationship. You understand? That's how I talk about. Monogamous relationship is what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about how to strengthen your bond as a couple. We can never stray too far from what nature is, as is intended. Our hardline stance is man, woman, children, build a nation, right? All right. So that's how we think there. We not talk about no frivolous, fling yourself over here so and do this with that the one day and that. Now you what I'm talking about. So don't mix me. Don't get me wrong. That's I think that type of living is nasty. I don't want to be too judgmental of people either. But walk with me into the 21st now. 2021 is here. It's upon us. All right. Make sure you're satisfied. That's all me I say. That's all me I say. El Paso, Texas. Anything home after 1975? A different animal species, body man, body woman, born before 1975. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. Natalie G says, regardless if you're doing or you're not doing, the heart of man cannot be satisfied. Well, that's the heart of man and woman. That is why it is important to vet who it is you're going to be with and to fully understand this person's, to the best of your ability, this person's personality, the core of a person's personality. Yeah. And that's why it's important to take your time and to learn to be a judge of character, a good judge of character. Yeah. Because you're right. Sleeping with strangers, a no. Please get your checkups. And that's another thing, Brains, I talk. Brains said, please get your checkup. Galaxy, big up yourself. Galaxy says, my recent ship ended because she want to do threesome every day. She said she have a nice browning. I should do it on. Galaxy, yeah what? I can't your woman that. I can't your woman that. If my wife is inviting another girl into the bedroom or another, when I deal with girl, if my wife is inviting another woman into the bedroom, I'm a father of girls. I deal with a grown woman. So if my wife is inviting a woman into the bedroom now, what she gonna expect? And on top of that, would you feel comfortable if she suggested a next man in the bedroom with you? So Pandora's box. These are the things that I'm talking about when I said earlier in the video that me sure. So my grandfather never heard all my grandmother's fantasies and was not forced to fulfill those, right? Sometimes you just think some stuff, wonder if that could have been like, it look like interest. Leave it alone. Yeah? leave Pandora's box shut. That's an advice for someone who really freaky deaky. I want to try everything under God's sun on earth, and then next thing you know, you're in a problem. I don't know if you remember the video that I did about the couple where it was a Dear SouFlo, right? Where the husband kept pressuring the wife. He kept pressuring the wife. Threesome kept pressuring her, and she says she's not into it. She's not into it. She's not into it. All right, then. Threesome happened. He invited, friends over, everything, set up the scene nice, and then everybody starts to leave slowly because the evening is dwindling down. Friends stay. All right, everybody drunk, right? They're drinking. He made sure everybody was drinking heavily, according to how that story go. Walk with the story. Threesome happens. In the middle of threesome, him popped down early. And that was her word. He popped off early and couldn't go no more right from the beginning and pretty much stayed there and watched. What happened was his wife got it on with that female, and then see there? So now you're watching your wife doing some lesbian stuff, right? And this is your wife that you thought was heterosexual, correct? All right. It got worse for him because his wife started seeing this girl behind his back. You see it? And no full-blown relationship developed. And she said she never had thoughts of another woman before all this. But her husband been pressuring her. I think he was pressuring her for years. He's been pressuring her for years. Come on, man. Come on, give me a treat. Some do it now. Yeah, I'm like that girl. And don't invite that kind of energy into your life. That's problems. Don't invite that kind of energy into your life. You see how the man marriage mash up. A woman eat one woman from him. She gone. Right? And I think at the end they were going through marriage counseling, and she did say, I don't remember, you can go look up my video. I think it has like I know for sure it has over 100,000 views on it. So a lot of people saw it and a lot of people commented on it, right? Just some things you just leave. You don't touch. Pandora's box is not meant to be open. Not all the time. Him open it, him woman gone. Now she like women. And I believe she said that one part of her was mad at him because, in a sense, he turned her out, right? He turned her out. And this was through her love for him and feeling uncomfortable that she was not able to like grant his wishes, satisfy his fantasies, whatever. And she just had tried to be a good wife. But it took, look how long it took. It took years. So I have to side with her to a certain degree now. Because I'm thinking if he had asked and she just jump and do it, and then she's like, yes, hey, let's do it again. You see that girl that brings she next. It wasn't one of those cases. It was a case of him persistently trying to get her to do this for year after year after year. Till finally, I guess she was drunk enough to say, you know what? Forget. I'm a husband. I'm not going nowhere. So let's see where this goes. First of all, if you're going to do threesome, brother, make sure so you can handle that. It's not for every man, okay? It's not, it's not for every man, all right? If y'all want a man them where herbs and pop early, it's not for you. There's too much there to handle on the table, and you're not ready. You're not ready. So leave some things to some professions and some professionals. Some people who can handle them something there. I know everything are for you. People see things and go on like, yes, I want that in my life. You can't handle that. Leave that alone. You can't handle it mentally. You can't handle it physically. You just know you're not cut out for it. You're not cut out for the problems that's going to come after it. If my wife ever suggests that we get a woman in the bedroom, could you imagine that actually going down, happening? I would be, it's like we sit down there and watch TV. I would be side-eyeing her. Soon as like one of them Netflix movies with the big love scene and the sex scene them come on, I would be looking at her. Like, remember the threesome, you know? Remember what that girl did do to you. I'm see you enjoy that. So I know. So you're in a woman. I don't want that with no lesbian. I'm a heterosexual man that want a straight woman. You know? So if it's a fantasy, you have to go hold that in your brain. When I say satisfy your wife, I mean satisfy your wife as in explore her fantasies, yes. So even if that's her fantasy and she should be able to tell you, you shouldn't like be holding it against her. But there are limits. There are limits. Okay? Some people go all the way in. But I'm saying keep it spicy. Keep it spicy. You can't expect somebody to do your one thing all the time. Even just saying it sounds boring. One thing all the time. Just your one thing all the time. Stop it. All right? Stop it. Leave Pandora box closed though. Nobody with the threesome something. My brother said him wife wanted him, girl wanted to do it. That's why I'm cut him last relationship ended because she wanted to do it all the time. What you expect? That's human nature. People do something, it feel good, them do it again. That's how we do. Some of us do stuff that don't feel good again and again. And even though it don't feel good, it feel good again. And we do it till it feel good. But that's human nature. So be careful. Be careful what you're doing. You might tap into something that you didn't even know was there. Me not open none of them doors then. I'm not interested. I don't want to. Me not open none of them doors then. Not in my relationship. Not in my relationship. And I would be paranoid. I'll be at work during the day thinking, a girl that probably over my house. Then probably I do a threesome with one next man. Are they meeting up behind my back? She said she'll go at gym. I drive by the gym and check. I think she there no gym. She probably there. You're just gonna be like paranoid. Unless you're just willing to lose your wife or lose your spouse, you go jump into them something there. All right? Turn the wrong key, yeah? Turn the wrong key and open the wrong door and know them can't handle what's behind that door. Not mentally, not physically. You're not ready. Leave it alone. Sister, the man popped down early as it starts. Him done. Only that. Only that. As it starts, him done. All right. Ron Welsh, big up yourself. Thank you. And happy New Year's to you, man. As it starts, him done. Why you have to do that to yourself? You know you not no stoller. But it happened, it happened to even the best of us. It happens. Yeah. You go there and you knock on the door, and as the door opens, you just blah. Done. But it shouldn't be an all the time thing. And if you're going to go all that way, then you want to prepare up yourself and you want to make sure that you're ready. No, so him never ready. So somebody he had the nerve to have a woman in a room, somebody else in the room. Whoever was in the room was gonna handle it for him because we're done in the mood already. We're done in the act already. So we're not gonna stop and say, burps, oh, you done, so we done. No. And that's what happened to him. The wife says that's what he done. Like as it started, him done. And he, maybe, I'm thinking maybe she wanted to tell him the truth from the beginning. But like, listen up, you want me to do threesome? You can't even handle me by myself. So what threesome? My papa. And your wife telling you, you know, they are pressure woman for threesome. I should tell you, say, listen up. Let me be honest with you, babe. You want me the threesome. You can't even handle me. But you know, we can't take the truth, you know. Feelings hurt. It's not what this not what would have hurt for life. I tell you, hurt. This is a deep kind of, a different kind of hurt. This, you know, that hurt here past the heart and gone way down. You feel this in your loins. You see me? You can't even handle me by yourself. Threesome what? What are you gonna do? Lord have mercy. I remember one said our man keep asking our feet. And somebody tell her to tell him this, and she did, and he never asked for it again. She said, okay, I'll do it your way. I'll do it for you. We could have a girl in, and we could do it. Only if. Him say, yes, anything. I want it, right? Only if After we do it your way, we could do it my way. I want a guy in. So it's you and another guy and me. Not a mama blood. And she was with a Jamaican, right? And she said, of course, bad one from Yasoto. But lot of mama BBCRC PC can't happen done. No. All right. You know what? Me nobody want it. Me nobody be done. So, one of us stop it. One of us stop it. Here, one of people. We are at the top of the hour. Roman Johnson says, that's what happens when you consume too much porn, especially at a young age. It opens a land of fantasies. Yes, it does. Not only that, while we're on the subject, we're at the top of the hour now. I was just going to end the video, but now that you touched on that topic, I think I can go an extra 5 minutes or so. So check it. You see that porn something there? It could get to where it consumes the mind. And then the thing about that is what it brings, the feeling that it brings to you, may I talk from experience, you know, the feeling that it brings to you cannot be replicated in the bedroom. So your spouse will never be able to satisfy that type of a feeling. Now you've opened that door. You've opened that door. Now you're going to have to deal with that. And then you start to expect things that are unrealistic. Porn is like a movie. I watched a documentary of how it's filmed and how it put together on all this. And one thing I noticed was even the porn stars, man, pop off early, bam. And they're like, okay, cut. Is he going soft? Okay, this is behind the scenes. Is he going soft? Okay, he's going soft. All right, let's take a break. And then I tell the man, so let's take a break. Okay, get him some of those and give it 30 minutes to work or hour to work, and then let's get back into this again. Let's take a break, and then take break, and then them come back, and they got to find the same position again. Okay, from right there. All right, go. And so, and they edit and chop and splice and put together. And now when you are watching, you are thinking, oh, them can't, one can go for all. And it's not realistic. Okay? It ain't realistic. Even the women. She's looking at the camera. If you see how this thing is shot, she's looking at the camera and she's like, and they're like, amp it up more. Okay, now you harder. You watching that type of stuff and you're like, man, I'm doing all that to my wife and I'm not getting the same reaction. I'm not turned on by her. You know, obviously she ain't turned on by me, because when you watch that video there, Mr. The man do that to the girl and she like, out her mind. My wife don't even give a response to that. You see how it can mess up your relationship, right? So stay away from the porn. I was an avid porn watcher. Stay away from the porn. It damages you mentally, and then it makes you expect unrealistic things. And it does interfere with your interaction with your significant other. Period. All right? Period. It's not, me don't know, some people say the devil, it's that me not believe in all that stuff, but just believe that it's not something that you want to indulge in constantly, consistently like that. Because it's gonna mash up your thing. Take my word for it. It's gonna mash up your thing. All right? Sometimes you might not even feel for your spouse. She hopped on ready and you're like, I'm already satisfied. I went 4 times already off one video. I'm good. Me want my wife get everything. And you should too. For your wife, not mine. All right? All right, so see there? Janice, you see what Janice said? Janice Ricketts says, it mash up my marriage. I wish Janice could explain to us a little bit how it mash up our marriage, such so you can understand that is real thing me I talk. And you know, in today's world, it's mobile. Cause like one time where you're up on the computer and the computer can't move because it's a tower and a desktop, or it's not a laptop where you can take it and go around there. So it's now on your phone. People going to the bathroom, you say, I must spend too much time in the bathroom. You knock down the door, you want to use the bathroom. I'm taking a poop. Them not in there take no poop. Them in there in a porn. A hungry himself. Consumed. Glazipo, shout out for that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you greatly. Because he says, great topic, great choice of topics. Up in 21. Manners and respect to you, family. And thank you. I appreciate you greatly. All right. Yes, Edwin Weeks says it's so true about porn. Junior Taro says reality speaking. You see, pay attention to the comment section, you know. We talk facts, we talk truth. Kim Classics, you catch that one there. Yeah, yours, not mine. Hey, Sweet Peach says, I'm with my husband for over 12 years now, and it seems as if it was yesterday we met. Spontaneity and chemistry is the key. Compatibility is the key, because you could be spontaneous with someone who has anxiety issues, and if them have anxiety issues and you have tried to be spontaneous and you jump on them in a certain instance and they're like, oh God, everything shuts down. So it's more about knowing your partner, knowing how they tick. You know what I mean? What turns them on, what turns them off, what they're attracted to, what they don't find attractive, that kind of stuff. And it takes a lot of time to know people. I always said this, when people get into a relationship, we come with our best face. We put on the face here. We put the best foot forward because this is how we want to be perceived. As that relationship goes along, layers start to peel away. You start to find out new stuff about your partner. You start to learn the person, the real person, not the facade they gave that made you say, okay, I want a second date and a third date and a fourth date. Not that. The real person. Kai up, babe? You can't let him make him come, man. Me hear my cry. So yeah, so get to know your partner is a whole different ball game. That, not true? And it's not so much about spontaneity. If that works for y'all, and you both are clicking to it, then that's what you call compatibility. And I stress compatibility a lot. Just like the brother who talked about how she want him to eat and him know, you know them something there. And I'm like, okay, right there.
Yeah, I blame the woman too, you know, she should have talked about that from way before she was getting married.
Yeah, Brand's in the background. She said you got to blame the woman too, because she should have talked about that from way before she went to go get married. And people that do that cliche something that don't want to know anything about each other until they are married, but then they're running for divorce after they find out stuff. No, take the time to get to know each other on a deep level. Go through everything. Yo, listen, me I go through finances, because I want to know all your things set up. I'm going through everything. We going through everything. We have to make sure we're up on the same page. Then we could take the next step forward and the next step forward. And that's what a mature woman would do as well. Some of us mentally are not mature. Age-wise, we are, but mentally we're not mature. We just keep repeating the same thing that we learned from way back when. And as we age, we still continue with the same thing. You have to make changes. There comes a point where you're going to have to like chill. Just say, all right, approach this differently. Everything on the table. Here is what I'm working with. This is what me I come with. You can deal with that or no. Make them make the choice. Yo, you see them something there? Me not in that. You will never get that from me. I bet you money. If he had told her that before they went all the way into a relationship and get married and all these things, I bet you money that would have been a deciding factor for her. But she was probably thinking, nah, I'm a good man, so I'm not do that to any and everybody that have a wifey. So me I go be wifey. And when me be wifey, I go handle it away there. And then she be wifey. Now you're committed on paper, government paper, and now you're wifey and you still not get it. Now you realize in them something there. You could have found that out from the get-go. Right? So compatibility is what really make the thing work. You have to be compatible with the person that you're with. All right. Somebody says, SouFlo, you have good number of peeps. Really watch you and the crew. Keep it up. Yeah, man, Johnny John or Johnny Johnson. Blessings, manners and respect, and thank you. We're there, I put in the work, you know. But for us, it's not work still. Big up to my audience. Shout out to each and every one of you. Listen up. We have fun, we talk, we laugh. We've covered topics where we even cried throughout the year. When I think about cry throughout the year, I think about like the sister that talked about how her family member did her. And remember that one there with the father and the brother and you know, and how she confronted the family and all that. And then there were other stories. Right now I have a story, full voice note. And she sent like 8, 9 voice notes. And this is pretty much along them same lines, but I don't want to go too much on the story yet because I want to play the voice notes for y'all to hear it. But we've been through so much things this year, yeah, as an audience. And some of it made us laugh, some made us cry, some made us think. And that's what the platform is about. So in ending this video now, I might go live New Year's just to call with upon quarantine still pretty much. A lot of us aren't out like that unless it's very necessary. We go out for work and, you know, go get groceries and stuff, but we're not going to be in any parties holding up any big bottle saying 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we might do it virtually. See? We might do it virtually. All I'm going to say in ending this is this. If you made it to the end of the year and you are healthy still, you have immeasurable thanks to give. If you made it through this year and you are still healthy and you are still intact, you have a lot to give thanks for. A lot of us lost family members or encountered adverse situations where we're still going through it or we came out of it, thankfully. It's just been a trying year. It's just been a trying year. But you have a lot to give thanks for. So stepping into the new year, like I said in the beginning, when the person started off by saying 2021 is going to be worse than 2020, and I said, don't do it. Don't do it. Step into the new year with a positive mindset. This year, I'm going to do all those things. This year is going to be great. This year is going to be spectacular. My dreams are going to come through this year. The things I have prayed about, the things I have worked hard at, they're going to materialize this year. You know what I mean? I said, speak. Speak it into being. Words are powerful. Don't cast no bad omen over your life. And this is how we're moving into 2021. All right. Big up on yourself, man. I cannot stress how much I appreciate you guys greatly. Greatly. I was discussing this with my wife and I said there are people out there who are considered to be huge celebrities. Like they get to host all the big events and all that. And they do morning thought shows or they do gatherings online and they don't garner half the audience members that show up here on this platform on SouFLoTV. So something is here that is keeping us here. Something is here that is drawing people here, right? I don't know if it's a positive outlook on life. It could be a bunch of different things. Maybe I joke them sometime, the random jokes. Maybe it's the serious topics. We come for all our different reasons, but we are here in fellowship. And I appreciate you greatly. I can't express how greatly I appreciate you, because if it wasn't for you, I would literally be sitting here just talking and be a talking head. You interact with me. You tell me sometimes when you don't agree with me, somehow not cuss me out. It's okay. As long as you're not disrespectful, you can cuss me out. I'm human and I can handle that. I can, you know, go back and forth with the banter. Sometimes it's sweet, but we keep a mutual respect. Just like brothers and sisters, just like mommy and daddy. You know, we don't agree with mommy and grandma and them and daddy them all the time, and we don't follow their rules and regulations all the time, but our love for them and our respect for them does not waver. So it's the same thing. That's the kind of community we're trying to foster here on SouFLoTV. It's a place where you can come and speak your mind. You don't have to be derogatory to speak your mind. It's a place where you can come and raise your intelligence. It's a place where you can come for a good laugh. It's a place where you can come and see other people who have been coming here for years and say, yo, what, Junior Lexus, I haven't seen you in a while. Shout out to Junior Lexus wherever he is. I know people are going through trying times. That's somebody that always tuned into SouFLoTV and left pretty much every comment that he left. Papa Corrigan, he passed away, rest his soul. And again, that was somebody that I got to know outside of YouTube, but I met on doing YouTube, an older, wiser person who instilled knowledge behind the scenes. Yeah. And then there was Junior Lexus who left all his comments publicly. And each comment was like, I'm like, yo, you need to start your own channel. You say some profound things, whether it's jokingly or, you know, he had the ability to do all that. And I haven't seen him in a while. So I'm hoping that he's okay as well. People are dropout. I'm not one of the people who don't care about, I just care about just get the numbers in. I care more about you, the individual. That's why if you go through my comment section, you will see that I try my best to answer as many people as possible, because I don't want you to feel like, damn, I'm always commenting over here. He never acknowledges my comments, whatever. You're a person. You're a person, and I treat you like a person that deserves respect, don't it? So that's how we're done with the thing. That's what we're trying to foster over here. So manners and respect, man, to each and every one of you. Okay? I'm human. I hurt too. So some of us said some hurtful stuff throughout the year. Some of you go after my wife. Some of you go after my kids. All that kind of stuff. I've had to block countless people. Some of them are so adamant at being negative, they form new accounts to say the same old disrespectful, nasty stuff that they say. And people said, SouFL, not pay no attention to them things. They just keep on with the positive. I'm only human, man. Sometimes I have to pay attention to those things, right? Especially if it's going to affect my wife. Because you know, women stay up. You know, women stay, especially when she was like pregnant. Women get pregnant, them go through them feelings. Their emotions are like all over the place. So you could say something one day and she's like, that don't mean nothing. And you say the same thing the next day and it's like, and she's hurt to the core. And me being me, trying to be like protecting her, I have to comb these comment sections and be like, yo, I can't make you say that, delete that. This is disrespectful as hell. Why would you say that about somebody's child or somebody, you know? So for those of you who bring the positive vibes all the time, even when we disagree, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate your support throughout the year, and some of you throughout the years, as we continue to grow, as we continue to build, as we continue to do positive, because that's what it's all about. All right? And I'm closing this video now by saying this. You have this one life to live. Make it count. When you're gone, only your works will live on. Nobody is going to remember anything other than what you did. Okay? So make it count. And if you did bad, they're going to talk about you for a little while and then you will have faded like dust. The African proverb says that you live forever when people speak of you twice. When they speak of you when you die and then after you're gone, right? And they speak good of you, you live on. So remember that. Keep that in your mind. Happy New Year when it comes to each and every one of you. I pray God's richest blessing upon your family, upon you yourself, health and strength for you and yours throughout this year to come. All right? And we'll keep it tight right over here on SouFLoTV. Keep God in everything. That's all I'm going to say. Not up for debate, not up for discussion. Right, that's all. Blessings. I'm out. Peace.